Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. So today's story should be a little quicker one. How The Sims got me laid. So I'm so ashamed of myself. Right, I have told this story before, a little bit modified since then. I told it in one of the Yu-Gi-Oh parts to Carlos. We're gonna go again. Here we go. This happened like a year ago now, a little bit over a year. So it's recent, so it still stings a little. Here's what happened. Talking to a girl for a while. A little casual flirting here and there. We were friends from college. We're gonna call her. Let's call her a made-up name. Let's call her a name no one used, like Gretchen. So Gretchen had, when I met her in college, had a long-time boyfriend, and obviously that means I couldn't do anything with her. So we stayed friends a little bit, like kind of like acquaintances, because we'd only like communicate a little bit. And then for whatever reason, like I got back into Snapchat, and she was one of the people that I was friends with. So I would just send her like random ass snaps, and then she would send them back, and so on and so forth. Till eventually we met up again. We had lunch, we caught up, stuff like that. Found out we had some good stuff in common, yada yada yada. This is a long process. So she had dropped some hints that she might be interested. I say some hints. I'll admit it now. It was a pretty risky pick like this, where she was like, "Hey, I know you like boobs, so here you go." Very, very suggestive. And then me at the time was like, "What does this mean? Is she interested? If only there was some way I could know." So, so we hang out. She's house sitting somewhere, and like every time we started to kind of get into a more romantic spot, something would happen. This did happen. So we had drank a little bit, just like, one drink each, and both of us, by the way, mid-20s, not an issue. And when she's after she poured like the first drink, she knocked her glass over, and they had the place she was hosting for had a dog, so she immediately was like into like mom mode. It's like, oh, I have to clean this up. I have to keep the dog in the other room, and so on and so forth, and just like immediately like that. And I was like, so that kind of killed whatever mood we were starting to get into. We get back into it. Also, the movie that we were watching was Iron Man 3, which I don't think is as bad a movie as people say. Not a romantic movie. So we're like sort of getting back into it. This time, I fucking knock a drink over. Break a glass. I'm just like, oh my god. I'm so sorry. And it was just like the worst things that can go wrong kept going wrong. And so like we're finally like we're sitting on a different couch. We're away from there because the floor is drying. A whole different thing. The couch is drying now. It's like a fucking nightmare. And we're just like talking about different stuff like that. And she brings up how she likes The Sims, and like I don't begrudge anyone. I'm not gonna like be like, I'm not gonna gamergate. I'm not gonna fucking gatekeep what makes you a gamer. Like I play The Sims a lot. That may not be known about me. I haven't played it too much in a while, but I've played The Sims a lot. And so I'm like, oh, talking about it, and it's like, hey, probably shouldn't tell you, the, probably shouldn't tell you this part of this, or the story. This is what I'm saying, like to her. But when I was like 12, like the first time I played The Sims 2 on console, I literally would just make a brand new house. I would make like 4 attractive women, and I would just spin the bottle thing down until they kissed each other. And I was just like, that is a horrendous story. I know that, but I just thought you could relate to that. We were kind of like, we were talking about The Sims. We were also talking about like other stuff too. So like it kind of made sense. But I was like, I've never told anyone this, and this is a really embarrassing story. But so that's my start to The Sims, and that was it. And I think I even like, and like I said, I used to do that, feeling pretty pathetic to be honest. And I was just like, yeah. And then I was just like, so that's out there. It was more of like I was nervously babbling, and that came out. And her reaction was just staring in my eyes and go, "So you want to make out?" And I was like, "Yes, but what? Huh? What? Why did that work? What? Why?" And she was like, I don't know, just the honesty and like just the Sims. It's like, it seems like we have a lot in common. And then she started like defending herself. Now she was babbling. I was like, "Hey, want to make out?" And she was like, "Yes." And then we started making out, and it was great. And we didn't have sex that night, but there is an update to the story that was not present the last time I told the story, which was about 2 weeks later. We had made plans where I was going to go over her house, and I was like, "We can just play The Sims. Like, I have it on PS4. I'll just bring my PS4." And like that was originally the plan. And like we get there, and I don't have it with me because like we had kind of abrupt plans, and things had progressed from there. So I just want to say, shoot your shots, say weird shit, put yourself out there, because like 95% of the time you're going to be embarrassed and cringe for weeks, but occasionally someone will be like, "Wow, want to make out?" And this is a shorter story, but I just want to make it clear. And also, half a brag, The Sims got me laid. I'll say it. I'll say it with pride. The Sims got me laid. And it can get you laid too. Everyone should buy The Sims. On sale now, because this video is sponsored by EA. No. So, the real thing is, that story originally, very embarrassing. Now, embarrassing, but also, I remember Carlos's reaction, which is just like, "You're both fucking weird." And that's true. So, this was story time number 4. A little shorter, but also, just thought it'd be kind of funny. There we go. See you later. Alright, hey guys, I'm going to try to do this really quick this time. I want to thank everyone who is on Patreon and on YouTube for the month of December. I kind of skipped November a little bit. It's the same people. I'm sorry. I was pretty absent for most of December. But we're back. Here we go. So I want to thank Rev, Sean, Norm P, and Annie with the $1. I want to thank Carlos and Wesley for the $2. I want to thank Azur for the $3. I want to thank John Barnett and Maz for the $5. I want to thank Sean Thomason, Connor Salverwald, and Eniac for the $10. And you guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate just being on part of Patreon at all. And then also, I want to thank, again, some of the same names. Maz, Louisa, and Eniac for all being subbed for 10 months. You're getting really close to that War Greymon badge on YouTube. That's fucking awesome. I want to thank John Barnett, Raptax, Electric Narwhal, and Michael Smith for the 9 months. You guys just behind them. And I want to thank Mayo and Donut Zavi for the 6 months. You guys just earned your Metal Greymon badge in the comments. That's dope. But yeah, thank you guys. As a reminder, anyone who's part of the Patreon or YouTube stuff gets access to early videos. I haven't really explained as much of them for a while, but because I just recorded like 14, I'll go over them. So right now there's 1 Metal Gear Solid part. I think there's a total of 6 Yu-Gi-Oh parts that haven't been released yet. We got 1 Digimon. That'll be out on Friday, though. And then we have Paper Mario. We've got Ori and the Blind Forest. We've got the Borderlands 3 with the fucking boys. Yeah, that's out. Or not out yet, but that's going to be out, and you can get a sneak peek right now. And we've got Cat Quest 2. We've got 6 more Pikmin videos. I have to look up to remember what I recorded. But yeah, we got those, and always more videos being added and stuff like that. I coasted because I recorded a bunch and I was coasting for a while. I'm trying to get back on it and recording more. So, yeah, just small perk. Also, look at this. Fucking, I got this for my birthday. But yeah, thanks guys. That's it. There's an update with the Platinum Project 2020. Win a $25 Amazon gift card. If you want to know how to do that, watch the video. It's like 4 minutes long. I think you can handle it. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, and see you next month.